politics in the United States of America. The left has gotten really left, and the right has gotten really right. Everyone's towing the line, and we're getting nowhere. Fast. This is the Rational American. The Rational American. Common sense has gone out the window, and our passion is to open eyes in hopes that people will take a rational look at what America is actually becoming. Put your feelings aside and let's get
Whatever. I wasn't going to go live today. You guys know that. I've been working on other stuff, but I just got some incredible news. Incredible news. You guys remember this shithead? This guy right there? His name is Michael Donovan. We've been reporting on him for quite some time, right? In fact, we're getting sued by him right now for defamation of character for our reporting on this company, Nexus Services. We're getting sued for millions of dollars, in fact. But it's funny. He is now, well, he's been released on $50,000 bail, but he has been arrested after being charged by a grand jury for crimes of moral turpitude. Go figure that, which is why he's suing me, which is funny because I said he's been prior, well, whatever, it doesn't matter. Anyway, Michael Donovan, age 45, Richard Edward Moore, who's his husband, 45, Timothy Wayne Shipp, 36, and a bunch of other people. Timothy Wayne Donovan, who is, I'm guessing, maybe a dad, and then Santos Vicente Paul Axe of 18 years old. They've all been arrested, and because this big investigation, apparently. So this is the press release, and this is great. And I wasn't going to do a live stream or anything about this, but I had to. Or I wasn't going to do any live streams today, but I have to because this is like, like this is amazing. I love my life sometimes. Anyway, increased law enforcement presence in Fisherville and Verona area. The Augusta County Sheriff's Office, with the assistance of the Virginia State Police, have arrested 3 local individuals on felony indictments handed down by an Augusta County grand jury. On October 5th, the following individuals were taken into custody without incident following search warrants that were executed at various locations in the county, including the corporate offices of Nexus Services. Michael Donovan, who is the one that's suing me personally, he has been charged with a felony obtaining money by false pretenses and conspiracy to commit felony. Richard Moore, his husband, who's under, I think, 12 counts of federal tax evasion currently right now. He's on parole. I'm surprised that he was able to bail out. I'll be honest. I'm surprised he was able to bail out because he was under judicial restraint already for perjury. He then got arrested by the federal government, the FBI, for tax evasion or lying on something. And for 12 counts of that, they released him again. They did a bail hearing to have his bail revoked. The judge was like, nah, he can stay out. They upped his bail. And now he's been arrested again on a third set of charges, right? And Timothy Wayne Shipp, and many of you guys remember this because when I first moved to Virginia last year, we went and covered all these fake BLM protests, right? With paid actors and all that down in Augusta. These are all the people that were putting those on. So they all just got arrested because apparently, from what I'm hearing from other people, this may have to do with the Parkland shooter's brother. Because if you've been paying attention, these weirdos have been really, really close. Like they may have legally adopted the Parkland shooter's older brother, and they're using, and there's some mental shit there, and they may be using him to raise money and defrauding people and all sorts of weird stuff. But I tell you what, this makes me happy. It makes you happy. Oh, and I'm not sad. So why are you so glad? Is that what the song is? Or why the hell are you so sorry? If it makes you happy, why are you so sad? Who is that? Melissa Etheridge, right? Why I even fucking know that? I don't know. But that's really interesting. And I'm curious who this Santos Vicente Patul Axe, because they've been charged with obstruction of justice without force for doing something. They were arrested in the Nexus headquarters. And it's unclear of whether, see, this is what I think. You want my, because I'm not, technically my journalism hat's off now. Fuck journalism. I don't care about it anymore. So what happened was they They all got arrested. I fucking love it. I love it. Oh man, it really makes my day. You know what's weird? The Timothy Ship guy, who's been charged with the same exact crimes as everyone else, he didn't have to post up a lot of bond. He had to put up $50,000 or $5,000 unsecured bond. And then Santos Paul Axe is being held without bond. I bet he's illegal. I don't know. Maybe he is. But why would he be the only one that's held without bond? And he's got obstruction of justice without force charge. I'm curious about that. Keep in mind, Nexus Services, the reason why they're under investigation by Letitia James and all the other attorney generals is because of their handling of the immigration crisis. They run a business where they put ankle monitors. They used to put ankle monitors on illegal migrants crossing into the United States that were released on conditions or with an immigration bond. And they put ankle monitors on them and then, defrauded according to the allegations from the states. Right. And this is great. It makes me really happy. This makes me really happy. If it makes you happy, why are you so cheery all the time? I don't know. I can't tell you. But I think this is great. This is so great. It's so great. These scumbags have been running amok for a really long time. I can't believe they're out of jail. Like, that's the thing. Like, I can't believe that the one dude. And the comments on this chat are the best thing ever. Like, seriously, ever. They're the best thing ever because people are just like, I can't believe this took so long. Oh, wait, I just switched the wrong page. But they're like, I can't believe this took so long to happen. It's Sheryl Crow, not whatever. So will this lawsuit? No, because what they did is they filed the lawsuit. It went back and forth to the courts. We had the sanction hearing and all that. And then they let it sit dormant as like, it's like weighing over my head or something like that. So it just sits dormant. And apparently they've gotten in trouble for doing that before too, or this specific attorney that has been working with them. I wonder if that Amina, the attorney Amina, whatever her name is, if she's going to be representing them. Man, this is great though. It really, I started hearing about it a couple hours ago and I just kind of waited for it. And then I got a text message from someone local to that area that's like, hey, I thought you might want to see this. So like, that's it. Isn't that good? Isn't that funny? So we'll have to wait and see what is going to transpire with these guys, but they've been arrested and released. The Richard Moore, he's been released. My guess is that if he hasn't already, like, I can't believe that he got released, to be completely honest. I can't believe. Let me see. Moore and Donovan were released on $50,000 bond. So I'm surprised because Moore has the perjury charges against him. He's under restrictions already. He's got the federal indictments against him that are still current. So he was on, federal conditions of release, which I believe say you can't commit other crimes. And the fact that they've all been, convicted, or at least Michael Donovan and Richard Moore have been convicted previously of crimes of moral turpitude and writing bad checks and all this other shit. Like, this is so, like, American. Like, I love this shit. This is great. I'm happy. Now I'm going to go deadlift, right? I'm going to deadlift. I was getting ready to leave. I was getting ready to turn off everything when I just got this text message. And I'll be honest, I was hoping it was a different text message. You know what I'm talking about, but it wasn't that text message. So now I'm just waiting for that text message, and I'm going to keep waiting for that text message because that could really be a determining factor on where my life goes in the future, right? Right? And they just take their time. It's not like they have more shit to do than I do. Well, they do actually, but yeah. We're slowly but surely coming to the place where we need to go. You may have seen, if you follow me on TikTok, I did put a video out there, and I'll be honest, there's a reason why I don't record shows or videos, because they take me forever. I don't like them, and I end up doing it. So, like, for example, today I must have recorded myself like 17 or 18 times recording the same 1 minute thing, but it's on TikTok. Talks a little bit about the free coffee shops and some of the stuff that's going on there. Margie said you got your single serve today. Nice. So we're doing that. If you guys want to order coffee, you got to go to the new site. Please do not order from puretruthcoffee.com. Go to gratiscoffee.com, gratiscafa or cafe.com, and then click on the shop now and you can order. And it's all the same blends. They're just relabeled in a neutral sense. And it's going to be great. Someone said, do we have an article or something on this? I don't know. April will likely write one when she gets a chance, but I'm not writing shit. I'm not doing this anymore. And so, like I said, tomorrow I'll be doing a show at some point. I have no idea. That'll be a Rational American show. But I literally was productive as hell today. I got out 22 orders, which is great. I got, my lunch. I actually ate it for once instead of forgetting about it. Like, it was really good. It was really good. So I'm excited. Someone said, do I have decaf there? I do. No, I do not have decaf. So I do not have decaf right now. And all of the coffee that you order, so I'll show you real quick. Okay. Just real quick. And then I'm out. Then I'm outie. So if you go to GRAT Gratis Cafe right here, this nice, wonderful website, bam. You can see it right here, right? It's all still under construction, so I'm still adding stuff slowly but surely on there. But if you go over here to shop online, you'll see the different coffee blends. They're all the same. Like, this is Wake Up America, Flying High is the same. French Roast is, pardon my French. The French Vanilla is French Vanilla, Harlem's Finest. We have a new one, Italian Blend. Medium House Roast is Awake Not Woke, and then we got the Pumpkin Spice, and then this is the Victory or Death. They're just relabeled in neutral ways. I explained it yesterday. If you don't understand why today, go back and watch the video from last night and you'll understand. You'll also notice the price is up versus what they were on the other one. The reason is because there is free shipping on every single order. Shipping is now included, so you don't have to pay anything. These are all pre-orders. Everything is available in whole bean or ground in every single one. So it doesn't matter what, you just choose your whole bean or ground. And then they're all going to ship by the 20th. I'm going to get out all these other orders first, all the September orders that I'm behind on. Those will all go out prior to this, but they will all ship. And then this store, the Cafe Gratis, is only shipping on Thursdays. It's not shipping any other days. And the reason is because all day long I'm doing sales calls and working on stuff. Well, not really, because my whole life right now is in limbo. So while I am working on that, I'm still waiting for this text message, which could potentially change my fucking life forever. And some of you, select few, know what that is. And I did get a call. So it looks like it's progressing down the level of like, oh my God, my life is going to change forever. But I haven't got that call. Well, I did get the call. Does that make sense? So I'm a step further towards my life changing forever than I was yesterday. And even though yesterday I was super excited because my life may change forever. Does that make sense? But I've kept it pretty mellow for anyone. Because if my life does change forever, then the coffee sides are just going to all be done. And then, we'll, pack all the orders and everything and then put it away. I hope I get that text message too. Someone said, how did April do on donations? Not as good as I thought she was going to. To be completely honest, I thought she would do a lot better yesterday. She didn't. So, but she did good. She's very thankful to all of you guys. But I can say that, and say, I was a little disappointed. I thought you guys would do better. To be completely honest. Kate said, you're offended. You're not special enough to know. No one, shit. I had a damn family member called me after and he's like, what the hell does everyone else know that I don't know? And I was like, nothing, nothing. I'm not telling you. Someone said it's the first of the month. Money is tight for everyone. Yeah. Money is tight for everyone. I got you. And that's why every single one of you, like if you want a free coffee shop to pop up in your neighborhood, go buy a shit ton of coffee. If you can afford to do it, buy a shit ton of coffee. Or, or if you're super wealthy and you want to invest, contact me. But the best way is to buy some coffee on this new, website, the Cafe Gratis, which is actually gratiscafe.com. Go to that website, purchase it. And if you want to see how the stores work and all that shit, we have a whole FAQ here, frequently asked questions, where you can look into it. Because at this point, if someone's going to steal the idea, then they're going to steal it. And I was first, and I've been talking about it forever, and I will make a career out of slandering them for the rest of their life. So I'm not really worried about people doing it. But someone said gives April money. Oh, so yeah. You guys can contribute to April. She has her thing. Someone said, I do need more coffee, getting low. We'll do that today. Kate, okay, so I'm going to check for your name. Remember, there's free shipping now. So I expect a minimum queue of 10 orders, right? So 10 bags of coffee, right? Come on. You want to support? You really want to support it. Here's the thing. So I have a goal, right? And my goal is to open the first shop. And by the time the first shop actually physically opens in December, we'll be in the process of opening a second shop. And by the time the second shop's open, we'll be in the process of opening a third. And we'll just rapidly expand like that. You know what I mean? And it cost me essentially $37,270, right? Give or take, based on our spreadsheet of what it's going to cost me to open every shop, including the rent for that location. That's the cost to open. So, and then it's paid for by everything else. And then we can give out free coffee to everybody. So obviously this has been something we've thought about for a long time. And, and it just so happened I burnt out from doing the news. So I was like, cool. And like I said, all of this may, be put on a permanent hold if I do get that text message. You know what I mean? Like if you're watching in one of the Carolinas and you're like, yeah, I forgot. Text. All right, let me know. Someone said, miss you this morning on Facebook. I'm not doing any morning shit. I'm not doing news anymore. When I do the Rational American podcast, just go watch the videos from last night and then you'll understand. But I'm overdoing the news. I am not. Citizen Stringer is now April's baby. It's not mine. I am taking a break from all of that. From the news completely. With the Rational American stuff and the podcast that I'm planning on doing, I may do one with one of my brothers. We may do a podcast together in the future. It all depends on, text messages and stuff like that. But I'm going to change it a lot and just try to get back to the person that I want to be, which is not someone that obsesses over the news as I have been for a long time. Furry Tree Willer said, free coffee. Hope it's better than some of the unnamed junk at Wally World. No, it's the same exact coffee. It's the same exact coffee. Someone said, I am confused. Are you opening coffee shops only if you do not get the text message that will change your life? Yes. Yeah. Because there's an opportunity potentially that could, it could. So essentially, yes. And everybody that has a say is on board. Okay. So, everybody knows. All of the investors, everybody knows that there may be this opportunity that I have to take. It's a once in a lifetime one. But you guys will all still get, the coffee will still go out. The only difference is instead of opening the stores, those will just be put on hold until we figure it out, or until I just raise the investments that we're looking for. And then at that point, my life is changing in that direction of owning coffee shops. So I know it's confusing, but yeah, it's going to be amazing. Anyway, but that's it. I wanted to, someone said I actually looked into other stuff today besides the news. Yeah. Danny said, could I give you a quick update? Okay. Yeah. Okay. You ready? You want a quick update? All right. Imagine you like coffee, right? So the national average price I'm goofy because I got to go work out. I was all set and I was like, yeah, I'm going to deadlift. It's going to fucking shit. And now, then I found out about this and I got really excited. And it's okay. I can go to the gym late because my son has martial arts. Anyway, all right. So you want to hear how the coffee shops work, right? So for a long time, we've talked about opening a coffee shop. We couldn't figure out how to do it, right? Because I didn't want to compete with the big names, and the bucks and all that of the coffee companies. I knew our coffee was better, right? And that's why we started giving away free coffee at different events across the country, because we'd sell out of the coffee. People would try the coffee. They're like, holy shit, this is awesome coffee. And they'd end up buying a bag or buying 2 bags or 3 or whatever and buy it. And so it was hard for us, still is hard for us to keep stock of coffee. So, but I wanted to open a coffee shop, but find a way that I could differentiate myself from all the other ones. And I figured what better way than giving away free coffee at each of the coffee shops. Now you may be saying, Steve, how the hell are you going to profit off giving away free coffee? Simple. You want to see? Right there. This is a paper coffee cup, a 12-ounce coffee cup. You may see a familiar ad on there. That's Spartan Armor Systems, right? So what we do is we actually wrap the paper coffee cups with a custom advertising. They have dynamic QR codes on them right here. And if anyone doesn't know what that is, it's a code that you can scan with your phone and it can link to anything. It can link to a video, a movie trailer, depending on who you're if you own an auto repair shop, it could link to a coupon saying $10 off an oil change, anything like that. So what we figured out is that we could place advertising on the actual cups, on the water bottles, whatever, to supplement the cost to the consumers. Now, are we going to make Starbucks money? Absolutely not. But you know what we'll be doing is we'll be making enough money to keep opening stores and change the way coffee is consumed while making it all free. No one will ever have to pay anything, which means a shit ton of people are going to come in to get coffee, to get water and all that stuff. So that is how it works. And think about it. Every time you have a paper cup, right? This is the best part. because this for the business people. Like if any of you guys own a business and you want to advertise, contact me. Because think about this. Say you buy a cup of coffee from McDonald's, right? Or from Starbucks or wherever you buy a coffee. And it's a great cup of coffee. You're paying intentionally, you're paying way too much money for that cup of coffee, but whatever, you do it because that's what they charge. Every time you pick up and sip that coffee, the one thing you do that it's subconscious, you don't even realize it, is you look at the coffee cup every time, because you're not doing this. You're always doing it. You're moving it around in your hands to make sure you have the mouthpiece. You're always looking at that coffee cup. So what we've been able to do and what we've been able to track and prove is that the average person looks at the average 12-ounce cup of coffee, just like this one, upwards of 40 times, depending on how big their sip is. So that means 40 times. In the term of advertising, those are called impressions. It's unheard of to have an impression rate that big off a single ad by a single person. You know what I mean? So multiply that by giving away 1,000 cups of coffee. The average person is going to look at it 40 times. That means your average, impression rate is your average impression rate would be 40,000 for those 1,000 cups. Huge, huge, huge. Better than direct mail. And believe it or not, direct mail is back because millennials don't get any snail mail. So when they get something, those stupid key card things, when a car dealerships are like, scratch this, you want a car, come to the dealership where you didn't actually win. And they'll give you like a gift certificate for $5 and they'll have your name and they'll call you every 5 minutes. Those things, millennials love them. It's proven that they love getting that in the mail if they feel like a personal connection to it. So direct mail has actually gone up. It's got a 27% ROI. We estimate this has a 64% ROI based on the fact that we've given out 1,000 cups and we had 640 scans. So based on that derivative, we can already tell that our ROI blows the shit out of everybody else. So it's interesting. Nobody's done this. And a lot of people could try to change it or copy it and all that stuff, but it doesn't matter because, it was our idea. You know what I mean? And if other people copy it and try to steal the idea and all that stuff, then whatever, so be it. Hopefully they're successful. But that's it. And someone said you throw it all away. Yeah, you throw away the cup after, but think about it. How many times are you looking at it? How many times are you looking at the logo? How many times are you looking at the way they spelled your name wrong? How many times are you looking at that actual cup? Now imagine it's fully wrapped. Right? It's got a little message and it says, enjoy this coffee on us, or this coffee is sponsored by such and such company. And it works good. And the best thing is it could be localized advertising. So you could do it by region. You could also do it by, local, region, nation, statewide. You could do everything. So movies, premieres, everything. It's amazing. But yeah, someone said, how do the ads last? They last as long as the cup is in circulation. And that's the thing is we're building the dashboard on the back end. So customers will be able to place the ad or, they order the ad manually. We do it. Then we put it into circulation. They have a dashboard so they could see how that ad is tracking. They could see if that ad is doing really well, or if they want to sub out the link, the QR code, because they're dynamic. So you could change the web address even while the cups are in circulation. And then they could add more. The only caveat is there's a 4 to 6 week lead time on actually printing the cups. But it's something nobody else is doing. And now you know how it works. And if any of you guys are business guys or anyone's like wealthy and's got an extra couple of, more than a couple of thousand, and you want to invest or you own a business and you want to advertise, we need all that right now. Keep in mind, we're going to be on a localized market to start. And we're not doing any, no political ads. We're not doing political ads and we're not doing CBD yet because we have to figure out the legality of advertising the CBD there. So that's it. We contract roast our beans. Someone asked, do we roast our own? We don't yet. We contract. Someone said you should submit a patent for scan advertisements on a coffee cup. They copy it. They could pay you to use the patent. Yeah, but you can't. It's already been done. And their patent ran out. Trust me, we've already looked into all of that. That's why we can do this. And that's why there's another company that's in Austin, Texas that does it on just water. That's why they don't hold any patents either, because it's already been patented and then the patent ran out. So it's free. It's free for people to do. No one's done it with coffee, and no one's certainly done it with a free coffee shop. So that is the deal. And if you guys want to support it, like truly, if you want to support it, you can go to Cafe Gratis or gratiscafe.com. April, just put the link in the chat and just pick up a bag or 2 or 3 bags of coffee right now. We'll ship those all out on the 20th. They'll be the same roast that you had with Pure Truth Coffee, just different labeling and different packages. They'll be lighter and more hippie. and then in neutral. So that was the caveat that we ran into before is we were approaching businesses. They're like, fuck yeah, this is an amazing idea. Let's do it. And then they're like, wait, so the coffee, is this the same coffee as Pure Truth? And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, we can't do it. We can't be connected to politics. And I'm like, well, that makes sense. And it's the one thing I overlooked. So I had to make the distinguishing to determine whether I was going to keep it with Pure Truth, which was my plan for a little bit. And then I just realized I got tired of doing the mail. I got tired or doing the news. I got tired of all that stuff. And I figured, why don't I just run this as my full-time gig? And that's what I'm going to do. And the podcast and all that shit is going to be extra. You know what I mean? But, yeah, so that's essentially how it works. And hopefully people get it. And trust me, we've invested so much time and research into it. You know what I mean? It's just, it's, if people are going to steal the idea, they're going to steal the idea. You know what I mean? There's nothing I could do. I had people offer to buy it until they realize there's patents or you can't do the patents on it. And then they're like, well, it's kind of the first one to market, and we're already going to market. We already have all the cup orders in and all that stuff. So no one could beat us to market at the rate we are now. So, but yeah, it's going to be good. Yeater's names are still going to be on the wall of the first store. Yep. And there's going to be a special thank you page. What I may actually do is make a special thank you page on Cafe Gratis as well, which show like original supporters. So anyone that buys like, let's say a minimum of 10 bags, you will be an original supporter as well. So you'll have it on this page on the website itself with the original backers. And then all of the original Yeaters and all that stuff are going to have the same thing in the first store that we're opening in Woodstock in December. I don't know where it is. I have to order another one because I think I got ripped off. I had a feeling that they were being misleading because I had to pay for it. And then they're like, yeah, after I paid for the acrylic wall art thing and it had the lights in the back, so the names would have popped. And then they said it was like 8 weeks delivery. And I was like, that's bullshit. You're ordering it from China. And I got really mad, but whatever. And I don't know where it is. And I've contacted them several times and never got a reply. But that's it. I appreciate all you guys for watching. I didn't expect that I was even going live today. I am not back doing news. Fuck the news and everything else that goes along with it. You know, yes, there are mass shootings and all sorts of active shootings and all that stuff. And it's tragic and it's never going to change. And I'm tired of talking about it. So tomorrow night, I think I'm going to be talking about a movie I watched last night. I don't even remember what it was, but we'll talk about that. We'll talk about maybe some sports. Thursday night football. Maybe I'll give play-by-plays as it goes. And we're going to be doing our Key West, Florida giveaway. So Anna said you ordered some coffee at 9:24 and you have not received an email. Well, if you haven't received an email, you're still pending. But if you ordered the Awake Not Woke or the Flying High, we still haven't got it from our roaster. So I'm not quite sure where it is. But yeah. All right. So tomorrow's going to be a different show, and then we'll just go from there. I'll see you guys all tomorrow night. Everyone else that doesn't like this show or is like pissed that I'm not doing what you want, fuck off.